now to share my screen. Then
did you also see this executive order thing that just came in? This executive order just popped up.
Just that we have to do a
screen check every day.
What?
Yeah, we have to do a screening. All right, so I'm recording now, so I'm just going to show you.
Jamie, what?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw it. It's like, what?
All right, ready? So let's say, oh God, my kids are fighting and then one's screaming. My husband's. So here's.
Let's just say, like, go to like day 14 or something like that, and like set up.
You want me to just set up all day? Okay, so I would go to Add Materials, Import from Resources. Okay. Group. Grade WTPS grade 5. So okay, so ELA. Sorry, I was gonna do something else, but module 1.
I know, 18 steps later.
I know. Holy crap. All right, day 14. So I'm going to put in this, I'm going to put in this, and I'm just going to input. Let's start there.
I have a question too. Are you recording or should I not ask questions now?
I'm recording. Do you want me to pause?
It doesn't matter. No, you're good.
Okay. So video is fine. So here's where this gets a little tricky because you have the assignment, which is great, but you'll have to save this, right? Because it's just a document.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Your OneDrive, right?
So I'm going to go to Add Materials because I feel like, can't you create an assignment in? No, maybe not. I don't know.
If it's an assignment, it has to come from your OneDrive.
Okay, so I'm going to add assignment.
That was what my question was. Are those teachers that are going to be creating have to just put at the top of that document, like, make sure you add this and this?
How have I don't know. I feel like I've been making assignments right in there, but I'm not positive. What was that called?
The teacher, day 14 teacher, I think.
I don't think it actually went anywhere.
I don't think you saved it.
No, you didn't save it.
Okay. So let me go back. Let me just, here, I'm just going to put in any assignment because it really doesn't matter at that point. So now look at that assignment and tell me what, like, are there standards that stick out to you that you would attach? I don't think it really matters, right? Because we can pick anything. Let's go day 14. Now, once you've labeled it, give it a title, and put your assignment in here, you can do a couple of things. You can go straight to mastery scale, where it gives you a 1 through 4, and you would just say they got a 1, 2, 3, or 4 when you're grading it, right? I always put it. I have things.
You already have that set up.
Mastery scale is already set up for you, I believe.
Okay.
But let's say I wanted to do a rubric on this. I can either pick from one of the ones that I already have. So, like, this is my submitted. Nope, that's not it.
You made all of those rubrics?
No, some of them came from other places. Like when Danielle shared her assignments, they all these fluency rubrics showed up. I did make this submitted, not submitted, though. So this looks like this. It's 2 points. Submitted, completed, submitted, incomplete, or not submitted, right? So that's for things that I don't want a standard for.
Right.
I just want to say, did you do it? Did you not do it? Did you follow along in the video? Whatever, whatever. So now, let's say I want to make a rubric. So that, no, you don't have to, though. You can do one of two things for this. If this is only one standard, if this is only one standard, then you go to mastery scale, let's say, or let's say you want it out of 10 points. That's fine too. And then you go to align, custom learning objectives, personal, English language arts. That's because I put it in my personal folder. I've just copied to resources. Then let's say it's this first standard. But let's say I want multiple standards, and I'm going to click those two. I'm going to go to writing. I can click all of these. You notice how it says 6 up here? They're all saving. Add learning objectives. Now they're all down here. So when I give a 1 through 4 score on this assignment, it is going, let's say I give it a 3. Each of these is going to get a 3. Okay. So now, but that's, ready, Tia? That's here's where the rubric comes into play.
Oh, okay.
You would click create new. And you would say, look, all of those standards that I just put down here are now individualized. So I can say, well, on this standard, you got a 3. And this one, you got a 2. And this one, you got a 4. And I can add to this. I can say, you know what? I also wanted this one too. Add. And I can change this. And I can say, I only want 3 for this one or whatever. Then you just, testing. You click create. I've been putting due dates on everything, which has been really helpful. So I'm just going to put the 17th so I can go back and look. So now notice I have a rubric. I have the assignment. I have a rubric that I've created with all of these learning objectives. So every time I give a score for each of those learning objectives, it will show up in each one of these columns individually, not the same one. Whatever, you know. Then I just create.
What about, so can you go back to that real quick? It said like in something like SIS or something.
I think that's just, do you want to sync it to PowerSchool? But I don't think it really is. I don't mess with that. I've been also being, yeah, I just leave it. Okay. So that didn't work. So it didn't save, whatever. But what that will look like is this. Let me show you what that'll look like. Because I made a rubric for the FQT. All I did was go to create rubric and I picked the standards that I wanted to address on that rubric. And I made it a submission. So all they did was copy and paste it into the submission box. So this is,
what do you mean submission? Okay.
So I opened up a blank assignment, and I didn't upload a OneDrive document. So on the right-hand corner, when you have that, it says submit assignment, and they click on it, and it gives them a box, and that's where they can upload a document, or they can click create and type into a box. That's how I've been having them submit their focusing question tasks, and I'll show you what that looks like when we grade it. Of course, Schoology's like not working today. So, do you want to see the teacher end of, that's what I'll show you actually, the focusing question test, because I've had the kids submit it. So we can see, you can see how the rubric shows up, what the rubric looks like for me, for them, and how their assignment shows up. Sorry. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's Schoology. So I give them the directions here always of like, over here on this side for them says submit assignment. When they click on it, the box opens. I say click create and then copy and paste your paragraph into that box. So this is what I see. Now, when they do that, see it, Dor? I see their written assignment right here in this box. I can write all over this. I can leave comments, right? So I just started, I didn't finish grading, but I can write on it. I can leave a note. I can do all of this, right? But then up here is the rubric. So I can say, quotes accurately from the text. I'm going to give her 4, 3, 4, 2, 1, whatever. And then I save, right?
So, and then you said that we can, so for instance, if we wanted to maybe only have up to 2 for quotes accurately from the text, because we gave them the text, basically, we can change that to choose the value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you are creating the assignment, you can change anything about the rubric. You just click on that little rubric symbol, and you can edit it how you want it, and it's not going to change it for anybody else because it's now your assignment. So you could say they could only get a 1 or a 2.
Right. Okay.
Right? Or I would say, like, in this box, I might write, will not receive secure because, and then you can copy that all the way down. Just that way. So I don't know if it'll mess with the percentages. If you only have 2 points and you give it 2, it's like giving a 4 out of 4.
Got it. Yeah.
So
okay.
that's probably what I would do. Is I would say this cannot be assessed as a secure because there's no transference of skill or whatever, or because we gave. You can create that for the first learning objective, and then when you click to add a new one, it'll automatically do that for the second one. You know what I mean? I can show you, but so then when I click save on this, right? Don't let me forget. I have to this poor girl is going to be like, what? I don't know if it even will at this point because everything's all messed up. But like, let's say ELA 5.25, it'll have a 1 for that standard, and it'll say FQT 4.1. And then on 527, it'll say FQT 4 and then a 3.
Okay.
This is my, it's either Schoology or it's me. I don't know. But,
I couldn't get into Schoology at all this morning for about an
Yeah.
hour.
I was just gonna say, when in doubt, it's gotta be Schoology.
yeah.
Schoology's always down.
I know. So what questions do you have that I can either answer or?
Well, at this point, can I do you guys mind if I share what Jacqueline and I have created, and then you can
Sure.
maybe give us some feedback as to
Yeah.
how we can make this better?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so let me share. I hate it when you're trying to share that you can't see the top of your screen, like all the buttons that you have on.
I know. It's really annoying.
It really is. What the? Of course it's down.
So what we can do that, honestly, I don't know what your afternoon looks like after, whatever, but I can meet with you and I can show you what, based off of what you have, what you would just